Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is TheSparrowsJourney. This is Black Desert Online. I'm currently playing the closed beta that is about to finish on December 22nd. But before it does, I want to show you one of the things that I like the most about Black Desert. To get a mount in the game, to get a horse, you actually need to work for it. And you need to capture your own horse, unless, obviously, you get silver by other means and end up buying a horse from someone else in the market. So the first very thing you want to do is going into the stable, going into a stable guy, and in the shop buy capturing rope, which is what you're gonna use to tame a horse and claim it. And you want also to buy mineral water, which you can get from a general's vendor, and raw sugar. And you go into heating and you join these two together. After finishing the process, you should have what they call lumps of raw sugar. The lumps of raw sugar, as it said there in the description, increases the chance of the horse being tamed after you fight with it and come close to it. Now, there's nothing that gives you 100% chance of taming a horse after you fight with it. It's gonna be a random chance, and that's the only thing I don't really agree with in the taming process of a horse. One thing you cannot forget though is you need to get to training level 5. Training beginner level 5. And to do that, you need, this is the only way I understand of increasing your training level, is to ride the first mount you get, which is supposedly the donkey. Then by riding the donkey a lot of time, you get into beginner level 5, and from that point on, you can finally tame more horses. So let's start the taming process over here. I'm gonna put the rope in my hotbar. It becomes easier that way. So the closer you are from the horse, the better, because it means the less you will have to walk while struggling with it. So let's try it out without spooking it. So I'm gonna start it around over here. You can just click on the rope already, and then you have to target the horse and click space in the red bar, like so. Now you gotta walk towards it, and we're gonna wait for it to go up with the hooves. When it raises its hooves. Actually, it's not doing it. For the purpose of this guide, I'm gonna wait for him to do it. There we go. When he does this, you gotta press spacebar as fast as possible so that you don't fail the struggling part. Now you gotta keep the red bar above 50% for those 5 to 6 seconds. After that, you get close to him. You keep walking towards him, and then when you finally reach him, you want to press F1. So I'm gonna give him here a lump of raw sugar. Even if you don't give him a lump of raw sugar, I advise you to wait at the very least 10 to 20 seconds before trying to mount the guy. Let's wait about 10 seconds, and I'm gonna try to mount him now. And I failed to tame. Ah, finally! This guy decided to join the Sparrow's army. I kid you not, this guy, how many lumps of raw sugar I had at the start? I have 1. This guy took about what, 15 lumps of raw sugar? I have no idea, but this is what I don't like about this horse system, this horse hunting system. It's very random. Sometimes they do accept to be tamed, sometimes they don't. So you cannot sprint with your just recently tamed horse. You need to register your horse, and that's why I like this location so much, because there's a stable right next to it. And the guy is tier 1. I spent almost like 50 lumps of sugar to get this guy, and I failed the taming process at least 2 times. But that is not really affected by your skill, but more about luck. One thing a lot of people struggle with: where to find wild horses. Most people are in the starting area, and that's what you want to avoid when capturing horses or trying to find ones. You want to avoid horses normally are not in areas with enemy NPCs. You will never find it in most towns and near roads. You gotta go into mountains, you gotta go into forests and things like that. The first area I would suggest you can find horses in a good amount is around here. After you come to Glish, there's a good chance, and by the time you get to Adel, you should already have your training level up to 5. So you just gotta come down south a little bit And this, between Serendia Shrine and Bloody Monastery, over here and along this line, around here, you should have a good chance of finding a wild horse in these parts. Now, my preferable location is after Calpheon, over here in the shore at Ephria Port. There's always good chances of finding horses over here. And I love this location for the simple fact that not only there's a good respawn rate for horses, but because it's far away from people, there's a lesser chance of having people over here taming your horses, and there is a stable nearby. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. My name is TheSparrowsJourney, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.